Okay, so hello everyone. I'm just again cross verifying whether my voice is audible and my screen is visible. So, just for a confirmation. Okay, so I think my screen is visible and my voice is loud and clear. Well, let's start with the today's session. So, I'm here with a free master course on CAD. So, where we'll be covering SolidWorks, Siemens and X, CATIA, and yeah, if needed we can even focus on inventor, fusion 360, and solidworks 2. So just to have the recap on it, so in the first session we had gone through the basics and which and all the tools are important, how the industry trend is going on, and then in the second session we had just gone through the solidworks tool, a specific one, so where we covered the user interface and then basics of shortcuts and commands which you can just use it in SolidWorks, and then the sketch workbench, and then the basic part modeling and the drafting. And today I'm here with advanced topics like the draft, revolve, and the shelling, and if needed we'll cover the patterning too. Okay, so these are the topics we'll be focusing on today's session. Okay, I'll be considering these models and few more extra models I'm having it. I'll take you through everything. Well, so before getting into the session, I would like to just tell one thing. So we have the social media platforms and consider the Instagram and the Facebook and the LinkedIn, and we do have the WhatsApp community where we try to post the free courses as well as the current job openings. So uh, the most of the people are supporting. I think we are near to 500 members in the WhatsApp group. So if you are new, please do join our WhatsApp group. You're gonna get the link in the description, or else you can just get in the Instagram, Facebook, as well as the LinkedIn pages. Yeah. And if you're the first time for our YouTube channel, please do subscribe us and support us to generate more and more content so that it can help all the students, the beginners, and even the professionals to grab the advanced skills into the CAD tools. Well, without wasting time, let's get into the session. Yeah, so this is the SolidWorks user interface. Once you open it, this is how it looks like. And then important thing is, if you want to browse any of the component, you should use the shortcuts. So what is that now? So for examples, I do have the files and I would like to access them without going to the file explorer and just use the SolidWorks UI and try to get it. So how do we do that? So for that, we have this, that is the file explorer in the task pane. The first one is the home, that is the SolidWorks resource, and then you have the design library. Just below that you have the file explorer. You can select that, and here it will show you the files available. So I would like to go to the desktop. In the desktop you can see all the folders you can access. You can go to this PC, you can even directly jump into the desktop and documents, downloads, wherever you want you can just go and access your files. Currently I'm looking for the day 4 session file, so I have stored it here. So I would like to access that. And first topic among these four I would like to touch up is the patterning. Okay, it might be simple. Let's try with this. Okay, so in the patterning, let's consider a simple one, that is the die. Okay, it is again kind of interesting for us to explore this. Let's start with this. So I'll just set it the isometric view, and yeah, how do we start? You could see we have the center one particular uh, the cavity which will be there in the dice. So we need to customize 1 2 3 4 5 and up to 6. How do we do that? Okay, first thing is, let's take this and just try to pattern it. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just use the linear pattern this time. You can just go here and use the linear pattern. Okay, and here it will ask you for the direction, so I'd like to select this as a direction 1, and in the direction 2 I would like to define this edge, so that I will be having two directions into account. Now it is asking me for the dimension, how much I should specify. Currently I would like to take it as 3.5 here, and here also 3.5, just for reference. Later I could change it. The instances I would like to keep it 2. The feature I would like to select from the screen the start. So I could see the distance is 2 less. So what I can do is I'll just take it up to 8.5. This is good. Here also I would like to consider it at 8.5. Yeah, this looks fine, right? So now here I would like to have only 2. Okay, remaining 2 I don't want it. So what we can do for that, we can go to here, the instance is to skip. You can select this option here and it shows you the dot. You can just click on these purple dots so that that can be removed. Yeah, could see we have only 2 previews. You can simply click on green check. This is done. As simple as it is, right? Now assume, so I would like to have at the bottom here, let us consider here we'll try to have 4 dots. Okay, so now simply what we do is just select the again linear pattern, use the same feature. This is the first reference, and you can reverse the direction. Here this is second reference. This is fine for me. The feature is this. This is perfect. I have 4 instances. I'll simply click on range check. Now I have 1 2 and 4. I would like to have 3 now. So let's have 3. Okay, this side here, or else you can even try to have it here. How do we do this? The first thing is I need to transfer this dot to this face. How do we do that? So for that I need to use the circular pattern. For that we need the reference axis. So for that I'll just use this axis option here, and from here I'll just select this one plane as a reference, and this plane as a second reference. Let me just show you. You could see this one, the first plane. You could see the preview, right? This you can refer it as second plane. So where they are going to intersect, there will be having a reference axis. Now I can refer this and try to mirror. Let's do this. So now I would like to mirror this particular feature. Okay, now can switch to circular pattern. Just select axis is already selected by default. The feature is this. Now I would like to have only 2 instances, and not exactly 360. I would like to have only a movement of 90. Let us see, will it work? Perfect. You can simply click on green check. So now we have this dot here. Okay, now next thing is I would like to maintain 3 dots here. What do we do? For that, let's use the sketch driven pattern. So on this face, I would like to sketch. Let's do that. Okay. Now from the center point of this one, you can just hover on this. You can get the center point, and here you can just go through this like this up to a certain distance. Okay. let me just take up to here and just close this. And now this distance should be 8.5 for me. Yeah, and can just make these all the sketch as construction. Now you need to place the dots or else it won't carry the pattern. So here one and here one I would like to have. Okay, now on this sketch I have the dots on the origin and on this point. Let's see now how do we utilize this. You could see it's somewhere different. No, just try to edit this again and try to correct it. Let me just do that. Just edit the sketch. Okay, this and this, is there a relation? This point and this circle should be concentric. This is perfect. These two coincident. Yes, now it is fine. Exit. Now let's go to a sketch driven pattern. Now it is asking me for the sketch is this. The feature I would like to take this as a reference. So you could say it is taking a lot of things into account. What we can do is just select the face. Okay. Yeah, there is one more dot is created. Let us see. We can remove. Okay, let me see. Can just edit the sketch. This dot is not needed. Just delete this, exit the workbench, and try it again. Okay, this is the sketch and this is the face. It is taking the circular pattern. Let me just take the face, green check. Yep, so this is done. Yeah, so likewise we can continue to create all the dots, but I hope you understood how we can just use the circular pattern and the sketch driven pattern as well as the a simple linear pattern. Okay, now let's focus on the next topic is the mirror. Okay, I'll take this example here. So this is just for educational use, guys. Okay, now I would like to have the exact mirror copy towards the side. So in this case, what you can do is from the pattern drop down, you can use the mirror. Okay, or else you have the option directly here. You can select this mirror, and here it is asking you for the mirror plane. If you don't have it, you can create it one here, or else you can just select this face as the reference because it is exactly the mirror of from this face, right? It is telling me to take the feature or the bodies. Now I'm going to mirror entire body, so better just select the body. And if I simply click on green check, now there's an option to merge solids. So if you uncheck this option, it will create two different solids. Okay, and if you just check this option, it will create a single solid out of it. So how do we get to know that? So if you go to solid bodies, you'll understand how many bodies are here. Okay, so now a single body. Okay, this is how we can use the mirror. Okay, next thing is to check the fill pattern, and let's do that. Even let's try the circular pattern on this. Assume I don't have the axis here. I don't want to create the axis also. What is the quickest way to create the pattern, circular pattern for this particular hole? That is very simple. You can just select the circular pattern. If you don't have any of this axis into reference, you can even select the edge or face. It will automatically take the center axis of the face as a reference. Okay, for the cylindrical objects, only the center axis is the reference, right? So it's as simple as it is. Now the feature is this particular hole. I would like to have 6 instances, and that too equal spacing up to 360 degrees should have it. If I hit enter for 360-degree, automatically it will do the instant spacing. If I select the instant spacing, I need to define the angle between each and every instances. So this is the easiest way to define. Yeah. So this is how you can use the a circular pattern. Now let's quickly jump into the fill pattern and other patterns. Okay. uh Let me hide the take the white background. This looks fine. Let's see. Now I would like to show you one more important thing is the table driven pattern, which is already available, and fill pattern and the variable pattern also. So even the curve driven pattern will see. So for that purpose, first let me have the coordinate system so that you can understand how we use it. Okay. So you can even define the location where you would like to have it, but instead of doing like this, let me just go to this particular cutout here. I'll just show the sketch and let me create the coordinate axis on the center point. Okay. Now we have the coordinate system there. You can hide this sketch. Well, now what I need to do here is first let me take you through the table driven pattern. Okay. For this table driven pattern, the first thing you should have is coordinate system. Okay. You can just click on this, and then here you need to select the feature out of it. So you can just click on this particular feature, that is the cutout. uh, Give me a minute. Invalid feature pattern. Recreate the feature geometry options, make sure as a single body. Okay, there are two bodies actually. Let me see what is wrong here. So if I see this, it's not combined actually. This is separate one, this is separate one. You can hide this at the moment. Let us focus on this, or else you can suppress this body. mm, no issues. So here in this only, what I can do is, this is the one. Okay, let me see the sketch. It has both the sketches. If I show this, it should have both, but okay. Okay, no issues. So let me just take you through first one, the fill pattern. So if I select this face, and the feature should be this for me, and you could see this is how it is doing the fill pattern. So there are multiple options to play with the fill pattern. So here you can even specify the dimension. Let's say it is assume 20. Okay, and accordingly it will try to distribute the spacing. Okay, so here edge is a reference. If you want, you can remove that, and here only the face is reference, and distance between these two is this much. So it should have the direction. Let us take this. Okay, so this is one, and there is one more option. It should have one option where you can also remove the counts. Okay, that is instances to skip. And one more important thing is instances per side. You can have it. Okay, how much you want you can specify, it will try to create. And this is also there, circular. These are all the pattern types. Okay, Well, so this is about the fill pattern. Okay, so now let's focus on the curve driven pattern. So what I need to have is, the first thing is the curve. I'll sketch on this face. Okay, so let's do one thing. From the center of this one only, we'll try to have the curve. Okay, so likewise I have this curve. Assume from on this curve would like to follow this particular pattern. So for that you can just go to the curve driven pattern. Curve is already selected. Feature it is asking me for, this is the feature, and you could see it is following. And there is one more option, align to seed. So it will take the same particular orientation. If you take the tangents, it will try to follow the tangency. Yeah, you can even specify the offset distance. Okay, offset curve value, and then you can even have the equal spacing, or else you can even enter the values, depends. Okay, this is how it generates. This is clear, right? So now I'll delete these, and very important thing is the variable pattern. Also for that I do need the dimension, so let us see how I could do that. mm, yeah, for this one I need to select the dimensions, create pattern. So I'll select this dimension and this dimension too, and distance this also. Now if I add one more line, so it will ask me for the distance now. Okay, first one is the this dimension. This I would like to keep it as it is. 6.65 is this value, and this is exactly okay, I do need to have the spacing from here to here, how much it is. Let us consider this. Okay, so here I would like to change the value up to 175. Okay, and update preview, invalid feature patterning. It is showing like this. So from here to here 175. This I'll make it 8. This I'd like to keep it again 6. Okay, let me take it as minus. Okay, so it is not considering this particular dimensioning method. So what I can do is, let me just quickly create a sketch for you people so that you can understand how this is going to work. So I'll have this one. So the rectangle, so I'd like to define it as 35, and this should be 20. Okay, and then from here to here I would like to define it as 65. Okay, and this distance also I'll consider. Okay, this is 25. Okay, assume these are the dimensions. I'll just exit, and then I'll just remove the material here, and this is my uh, component. Inside that I have the feature. Now let's use the same variable pattern. So the feature is this. Okay, this cutout was extrude, create pattern table for this. Dimension are these, this also, and this. Okay, now important thing is I need to have one more row, and in that here I'll mention this dimension as 90. Okay, then preview, you could see it came here, right? If I take it as 150, it will just go and sit here. You can even play with this distance. You could see here it is, distance is 25. I would like to consider it as 50, and you could see the preview. And if you want to change the dimension also, you can do it. So let's say I would like to make it as 40. Enter and see the preview. And this is how it is going to create the variable pattern. This pattern is rarely used, and you don't need to worry about that much. Yeah, so I think we have covered most of the things, and only remaining is the table driven. So I'm having slight issues here. Let us try to check how this is going to help us. So let me take feature as this cutout. Okay, this is okay. I think this cutout is not going to work for this. Let us take this one that has multiple features. Okay, this is here, and it is asking me for the coordinates now. So let's say here I would like to take it as minus 250. Okay, and here it is 23. Consider same 23. Okay, I could say this here. Likewise, by using the coordinate systems you can do it. And if you place the coordinate system exactly at the center of this, and you can start from the 0 0 itself, so you can have it wherever you want. So this is how you can use all the types of patterns. Okay, starting with the linear, circular, mirror, curve driven, sketch, table, full and variable pattern. I hope this will be clear for you, and I don't need to extend the patterns. Let's focus on the next topic. Mm, let's jump to symmetry and draft. Okay, in that we will focus on multiple things. The first one is the rib. Okay, let's do one thing. We'll take this model into account. Now I would like to have the, this is solid, complete solid model, right? I would like to have the shell model out of it. Okay, it should have the thickness of 2 mm, and it should be a whole cavity. What do we do for that? The best option is you can switch to this shell option, and here you can specify the thickness how much you want. Okay, and here you can select the face which you would like to remove. And if you don't want to remove the face, well and good, you don't need to select anything. So it will create a enclosed uh, shell model with a thickness of 2 mm. That I have the example, I'll show you, but right now could see this is how it is going to create. Main intention of this particular cavity is I would like to show you one particular feature on this. I'll simply draw one line. Okay, this much. I'll exit the workbench, isometric view. Now I'd like to create a rib out of it. How do we create? Actually, it is quite difficult, right? But in SolidWorks we have the easiest tool, that is the rib tool directly. You could see it is selected, right? And it is showing me the direction towards this. You can even reverse the direction. I would like to have it downwards. You can define the thickness. Let's say it is 2.5 for me. And if you want, you can even have the draft. Okay, and now if I simply click on green check, what will happen? Will this rib will have the same dimension, or it will extend up to this face? We'll see that. Okay, I'll simply click on green check. You could see what exactly it has done is, whatever the rib dimension is, that doesn't matter. Wherever is the next ending closed surface, it will try to extend up to there. And this is the advantage of this particular rib feature. I'd like to take you through one more example, that is wheel. Okay, so think here we have it. Let me just go back. Okay, now here you could see I have a sketch. Let me just delete this feature itself so you can understand how I have created it. You could see it is touching these faces. Now I simply created referring this face. How do we create the rib? Directly go to the rib tool, just select the sketch and define the thickness how much you want and which side you would like to have it. Middle side like this, you can select it. I would like to have middle now. You can see the direction and simply click on green check. It will automatically take the next close end to create the rib. Yeah, I hope this is clear, right? Ribs is done. And then shell, I would like to have one more easiest example is this. Assume this is the ball and it's a full what filled model. If you want to check it, you can take this section, you could see it is completely filled. Now my requirement is I would like to have the closed ball with the shell of 2 mm thickness. What do we do? A simple way is just select the shell, define the thickness how much you want, that is 2, and don't select any face and simply click on grain check, and tool will take care of it. If you see now, it's a shell cavity with enclosure of uh, thickness, uniform thickness of 2 mm. Yeah, so this is how the shell tool works. Okay, and I hope these two are clear. And let's focus on the next topic is the symmetry and draft. Okay, before that I would like to close all the models. You can just close everything. I'm not going to save it because for the next sessions I would like to keep it this also. Yeah, now select the symmetry and draft, isometric view. Now you could see this is the model which I have it and I need to recreate it. How do we do that? Okay, first thing, so if you see this model, you can think, right? If you consider the design intent, the way you design, if you're an engineer, if you're a fresher or experienced person, so if you have 30 seconds, you can just see the model and you can decide how you can start. Correct? You could see this model. By seeing this model, I could easily understand. If you don't see this feature manager tree, that is important. Okay, how can we start? First thing is you can start with this one. You can simply create a rectangle, and then you can create this bar, and then finally you can create these, and finally these holes. All the machining operations you can do it at the end. So for that I'm creating these holes at the end, but it depends. Yeah, so likewise we can start. So now approach you could decide it. Now let me start with the designing. Before that I need to have the dimensions, right? Let's say you have this model, you cannot directly start it. First thing is you should have the dimensions. What we can do is go here and right click on the annotations and select display annotations. If you have created the model before, it will automatically try to give you all the dimensions so that you can refer it. Yeah, and you can easily make the editing here itself. Well, I don't need to do any editing here, so let me start designing this particular model. What I will do is I'll just simply set it to a normal to view this face. Okay, I'll just keep it like this. Now best option is you can tile it this side, and you can close this, and in one more window I'll start with the new. Okay, but as a template here you can just tile it to left. Now I'll just simply change the background to white, and here I'll start. Okay, first thing is I need to create this rectangle. Let's see how we can do it. So what I'll do is I'll refer the top plane this time. You can go to the top plane here and start with the a rectangle. A simple one is you can select this center rectangle. You can just create it like this. Dimension you can define it. Let's say it is showing me this dimension. Here it is showing 120. I'll enter, and you can simply press tab to go there and enter 22 value here as it is showing in the screen. Okay, now once that is done I need to assign the distance. So you could see from the origin somewhere here, I think from origin to the total distance is showing 230. I'll do the same. So I'll just select this one, the corner edge, and from here to here it's showing 230 and enter the value. Okay, now you could see the sketch is not fully defined, right? It is moving anywhere. If you want to check it, you can simply zoom in and try to move it. It's moving. What do we do? To make it fully defined, one thing you can do is center point, and this point you can just make it vertical, one option, or else you can have the mid axis and select the this point and that is coincident. So there are a lot of way to define it, or else we have the distance 22 If you select this edge and this origin and define 11, that also will help us to take this particular thing into account. Okay, now we have the feature out of it. Now what is the thickness of it? The shortcut to measure the thickness is select this face and this face, and it shows here exactly 18, right? So now I'll just take that as a reference, and you could see the draft here is given as 10. Considering these, I'll switch back here, exit the workbench, and make it isometric view. I'll switch to uh, extruded boss, and here, very important thing is I need to have it both the sides, because here you could see there is a draft also, and the draft is both the sides. So for that I need to use mid plane. One is clear. So he has given the thickness, right? It is 18. Let me take it as 18. Yeah. And he also mentioned the draft of 10. And here if I take the draft 10, you could see the preview. You can even make it outwards and inwards, depends. Yeah. I'll simply click on green check. So this is the first feature ever which I needed to create. This is done, right? Next thing is I would like to focus on this feature. You could see something is created here. No, let's focus on this and try to create it. Again, start with the top plane sketch. I would like to go to normal, to view, and here, instead of exactly drawing on the origin, because it might be confusing for me also to others also, let's do something here. Okay, it shows radius 12. So let's do one thing. I'll create a circle of a 24 diameter. Okay, first step. And I would like to have one more circle because it shows here 17 radius. So here somewhere I would like to make it as 34. Okay, these two are clear. Now I need to define the dimension between these two. From here to here, he has given it as the distance is uh, outer distance is not given, but what we can do is from the center to outside is exactly it's not given, but how do we measure it? Hmm, it's tricky, right? mm, okay, let's do one thing. Don't define this dimension at the moment, just keep it as it is. So make this from here to here, it is, sorry, to come out of the smart dimension, make it vertical. The first step is done, so I can move it here slightly. And now there's distance 2, and here somewhere I could see it is offset 1, but here it should be also 2. So what I'll do is I'll draw a line on the top, and I'll you hold the control, I'll simply drag it down. Okay, this is second line here, and I have the dimension here. From here to, you can hold the shift. Now it is easy. If you want to measure the distance from the arc end to this line, hold the shift and select the arc, and it gives you the distance. So I'd like to have it as 2. Yeah. Similarly, this side also, select this edge and hold the shift, and it should be also 2. Okay. Now make it simple. I would like to move it exactly at the center so that I can have one dimension taken into account. So this is clear, right? And here also it is there. I'll just move it up to here. Okay. And now I think I can measure the distance from this to this, right? I'll consider it as 46. Yeah, this is perfectly fine for me. Now I can use the trim tool. I can remove this outside extensions. These are not necessary for me. And this outside, it should be, but if I remove it, okay, it is not deleting the relation. No issues. That's very good for me. Inside also, I don't want these two. Okay. Click on green check. But important thing is I needed to have the tangents here that is missed. I'll draw it here. You can just select this one and just select the tangency here, but it's not taking properly. Control Z, just try to hover. Yeah, likewise, once you have the tangency, release it. Similarly this side, line tool, and here you can click it, and just once you have the tangency, just click and release. Now I don't want these inside things too. Now you could see the sketch is fully defined, right? Again, you can just come out of it, but I don't know the thickness. So what I'll do is I'll just select this top flat face, and this, you could even see it is showing here 20, but let's measure it from here to here. It is showing 20. Yeah, let's do that. uh can exit the workbench, can select again the extruded boss. Draft also is given, so it is inside, and this is perfect. You can simply click on green shine. Yeah, these two are done. You can zoom out and see. The only thing is, if I see here, it shows something big, and here small. Distance is anyway 30, but I don't think this is 120, so it should be, let me measure it. Yeah, it is 120. Okay, but let's see. Okay, so now I need to create this feature. So for this, again, it is a kind of a draft. Okay, and the distance for this is not given, but how can we check this? Obviously there should be a kind of system like this. So just for my understanding, I'll just go and check what it is exactly. Okay, he has created the same shape here. Let me just edit this one. He has just used the offset of this system inside so that you can follow that one. Let's do the same. Okay, let us take the front plane as a reference. You can just make it a normal to view, and now you can use convert entities. So select these faces. Okay, and then you can use the offset entities, make it 5, and reverse the direction, reverse it inside, and click OK. You could see on this plane that feature is created, right? Simple one. Exit. Now there are a lot of things you need to investigate. First thing is, I would like to have this feature up to this one. So what and all the things we can explore in the extruded boss? If I just select this one, so first option you're gonna get is the mid plane, right? I would like to switch to plane now. If I reverse the direction, can I use this feature? Yes, but I need to know the distance, how much I should have it. So it should be more than a certain value so that it should pierce inside, and it should not be more than 230 because it is going to have the outside remark. Okay, so I cannot have like this also. Now in short, I can use the blind here, but I should know the dimension proper. Okay, and then can I use the through all option? If I use through all, you could see it is coming out, so I cannot use this, right? There's an option that is up to next. So what it is doing is, this is the feature and it is trying to collaborate with this is also fine, but what I can do here is just to make it understandable, I'll just switch back. And now if I just try to go one step back, now what software think is, this is not created, only the sketch is here. And now if I switch and select the sketch as a reference to create it, and if I switched uh, up to through all is done, up to vertex is there, up to next is not showing, right? So I need to switch to first blind, and then up to all I had seen, up to vertex it is asking. If I reverse it, mm, Give me a minute. Blind, reverse the direction. Now it is up to next, it's showing up to next. Okay, I don't know why it is not taking, but no issues. So up to next, it should take up to this face, but due to some regions it is not considering. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, now it is showing the preview. Yeah, you could see it up to next. If you use it, will exactly follow the face, whatever the curvy face you have, it doesn't matter, it will try to go up to there. Okay, and the next option is up to vertex. Can I use this? Yes, but the selection should be proper. If you select this point out this edge, this will extend up to here. I can select this edge as a reference. No, this is also not possible, but I can select this because it will go inside, right? So up to vertex I can use, up to surface let's try. So if I select this face as a reference now here, from the up to surface, let's do this. One direction one up to surface, and this is the surface. If I select, it will try to orient to the surface. In short, it is not a feasible solution for us. Even if I do it at the back also, it does the same. So I cannot use up to surface. Offset from surface I can use it, and if I reverse the value here, it is perfectly fine, it will go inside, right? Now up to body will be same as up to next year, it will extend up to this one, no issues. And last one is the mid plane, I cannot use it here, but in short I can use the blind up to next, up to vertex, opposite surface, and up to body also I could use in short. Okay, so to create this feature, so we have explored entire extrude boss tool, how we can just create this one. Yeah, and then this is already done. Next thing is to create the cavities inside and apply the fillets. Let's see how we can do this. So I'll just use the isometric view here, and I'll select the stop face into account, and I'll create sketch on it. I'll just go to normal view, and here I'll create the circle. The first circle diameter is here is given it for 18.37. Let's do that. 18.37. And there is one more circle and this reference, and I just refer the circle reference by just hovering on this, and I got the center axis. Okay, here it should be exactly radius diameter 12 he has given it. I'll take it as it is. Okay, I'll exit. Now the requirement is I need to have this one up to bottom, but from the bottom face it should be 5 mm above. What do we do? First thing is you can measure the distance from here to the bottom surface. It is exactly 18. So 18 minus 5, if I do it, 13. So I can define the distance 13. But these calculations we might not do every time, no? So what we can do is there's an option to do this. You can just select the blind option. The contour is these two, and then here there's an option, right? Offset from surface. I'll just select the surface and we'll define it as 5, and I'll simply reverse the direction. This is perfect, so I don't need to calculate anything. Sorry, this should be removal of material. Okay, cannot change it, so I need to recreate it. Go to extruded cut, this one plus this one, and I just need to select the offset from surface, and I need to select the surface, and yeah, you could say it is 5. I'll simply click on green check. For all bodies, yes. Now you could see there are 3 different bodies is being created, right? So why it is because, so after I create this, I need to select the merge bodies. Okay, now these two are single bodies. Now after this one, here I should select the merge bodies, then only it will create a single solid out of it. Now there are two bodies again, so let us see which and all. This one is separate and this one is separate. So why it is like this? Because of sharp corners might be the reason. So let us try edit this one. I need to select the merge bodies here. Now it is single body. Yeah. Yep, so we're almost here. The final thing is I need to create this feature. There's a feature of a distance of 1 mm, and from here to here I need to measure the distance. So from here to here the face is 2 mm distance. Offset of 1 here is considered. So what I can do is I'll again select this face and click on this one, sketch on it, just use the normal to view again. So here I need to offset this face. I'll just select the offset face option, and it should be a distance of 1, and you can simply reverse it inside green check. And up to what distance I should remove the material? It should be complete cavity up to this face. It is 5 mm total he has taken. So let's do that. So I think there are two steps. One is 1 mm here, again 1 mm inside. So let's try that. So first thing, I need to remove the material. Extruded cut up to 5 mm. Bottom. Selected contour is this hole. If I just click on it, okay, I don't need to select the contour. So if I directly click on green check, okay, I need to select the blind here, 5. I think it is not 5 here. Let me just click on green check. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, let us do one thing. So I should make it 2 first, and then it should be 5 from this face. Okay, now again I need to select this face, sketch on this, make it normal, just again offset it inwards, green check, exit the workbench, make it again isometric view. Now this time from this face, this cutout should be 5. You can simply select this one and drag it inside. You can take it up to 5. Yeah. Perfect, right? So let me again measure this one. So from this face, just for our confirmation, it is showing, sorry, from this face to this flat face is 20. For me also it should be 20, or it is 18 here, so I should increase it now. So what you can do is you can just select this face and double click on this and make it 20. Yeah, control B. Yeah, so now we are almost done. So we are at the final stage of this one. So this cavity we can easily create it. 75, just select this face, sketch on it, make it normal, use C for circle, one circle here, diameter 10 you can mention. Here is also one, diameter 10 you can mention directly. And between these two distance also I should specify. From here to here it is exactly 75, and he has given from this origin point to this point is 135. Yeah, and very important thing is they're not symmetry to origin, so I'll just select everything and define it as vertical, and this is done. You can just exit it, make it isometric view, select the circle, just remove the material. So all is done. The final stage is to apply the fillet. You can just click on this one. This fillet is 1. What I'll do is I'll just select this one. Shortcut is, okay, first make this fillet. So how much is this? Is 3. Just click on this and click on fillet. Just enter 3 here. If I select the next edge and switch for this one, it will automatically select all the corners. It is taking this also, not recommended. Okay, so this is fine. Now green check. Why I did this is, okay, here also it is defined. I don't think I need it here. Remove these two sides. Okay, so very important thing is the tangency. Now I would like to have 1 mm radius of curvature here. Just select 1 here. And I could see there's a tangent propagation is active, and if I select this edge, it is taking the next edge to up to the next tangency relation. So this is the advantage of it. So likewise you can specify. So here I would like to have the same 3 mm. What you can do is you can edit this particular fillet only and select these 4. Yeah, you can, if you hover on this, it will show the highlight and then you can easily select it. Similarly, same thing, this fillet I would like to edit this one, and I would like to have this here and here. Similarly this side too. Yeah, and sometimes due to some issues it might not extend. Let us see. Don't think it will create. Yeah, right. I need to delete this, and this will create that later. This side it is done. And finally here I would like to have the same fillet radius. I can again select this one and edit. Select this outer, not the face, sorry, edge. Yeah, so you can even select this corner. Yep, so this is how you can generate the model out of it. Okay, so I think this is more than sufficient for today's session. So I think we are overshooting the time. So in the next session I'll be focusing on the sweep and revolve options and editing the repairs and design changes. Okay, well, I think that's all from today's session, guys. I hope you got to know about a few advanced things, and the patterns, types of patterns, and shelling and grips, and also the symmetry and draft tools. Well, so if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe us, and if you're already following our social media pages, please do join our WhatsApp community. And thanks for your support. See you in the next session.